Hey guys, David-InvestQ here. If you're looking at stock LAES Q Core right now, you're probably thinking one of two things. Either this is going to be one of the next big quantum companies that break out to the upside, or it's just another big tech company that's burning through a bunch of cash. Because the truth is, they have over 425 million in cash. They are having their revenue grow, and it's talking about quantum resistant chips. However, they still have not shown that they can be profitable yet. And at the moment, if we're being honest, the real question isn't whether or not LAES is interesting, because it is. The real question is whether you're the type of investor that wants to invest in this specific company. So when we talk about LAES, guys, let's talk about first why it is there is an opportunity when it comes to this stock. First off, you see 66% revenue growth annually, year over year, from the fiscal year 2024 to the end of 2025. If you make the comparison in 2024, their revenue was 11 million compared to the previous year, 2025, at 18 million. You see forward guidance as much as 50 to 100%. So to put that in a number, that means LAES is expecting to have as much as 27 million all the way to 36 million in revenue. That's a big jump, guys. You see a $200 million pipeline in contracts and potential clients in the future. That does not mean they have secured them at the moment, but that's just not hypotheticals, but that is just the opportunity that is on the table for them and what is possible for them in the foreseeable future. And all of this makes you think, if this works, this could be huge, and if it doesn't work, what's next for the company? Because you got to take into consideration the fact that, again, like I mentioned, you still don't see any profitability. You see high valuation multiples, and you see lots of volatility with this stock. And what we're going to be talking about next is I want to discuss exactly what the bull case for this stock is. So there's some people that are into quantum stocks, other people that aren't. I personally am into quantum stocks, and it's part of the market that's helped my portfolio grow so much. And when you look at the bull case, if you believe quantum resistant security is inevitable, if you believe governments and corporations will need this technology in the future, which I personally think they will, if you believe early stage volatility is the price of long-term upside, then LAES probably fits your risk profile, and it also fits your type of, not risk parameters, but your psychology that you have in terms of risk. And I would like to emphasize the fact that one of the reasons that makes this company very interesting, as I mentioned, the 425 million in cash is a very good runway. It gives them lots of room to work with, and it gives them lots of opportunity to expand and not just think about the day-to-day operations and survival. They do have a lot of opportunity for growth. You also have to take into consideration, as I mentioned, the aggressive 2026 guidance of 50 to 100% growth in revenue. They are looking for strategic acquisitions. One they already completed was the one with, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't know how to spell it. It's ICALPS. I'm gonna butcher that name, but you spell it ICALPS. They already completed that acquisition, and currently in negotiations to complete another one with another smaller company named Quobly, QUOBLY, Quobly. They are doing a good job positioning themselves in the quantum computing market because, again, relative to other tech stocks and just other companies in general, quantum computing is at a relatively early stage. So they are doing a good job positioning themselves in post-quantum security. So, they're one of the first ones. They're going to be basically one of the pioneers. So they're doing what they need to do to position themselves in the right spot to be one of the first ones, because if you're first, you get to benefit compared to the people that come in later on and try to do it after it's already been done by the pioneers, So to be very clear, you're not necessarily just investing on the short term, and you're not investing on just for this year. You're not just investing on what the earnings and the quarterlies could be this upcoming quarter. You're investing on what this company could become, because again, there's risks with all the risks that I already mentioned, and I'm going to mention in just a little bit. With the growth opportunities that I had with the pipeline, the $200 million pipeline, the for the forwards guidance, and the $425 million in cash. Obviously, they still have to execute on their plan, and they have to show that they can be a profitable company, which they have not at the very moment. But again, they are doing things to have that be the case. So you're not investing for today, you're investing for what this company could be tomorrow, down the line, in the long term. Now, I also do want to let you know that when we look at the bear case of this company, you need to know that if you, for your psychology, if you're the type of investor that has this type of thesis, not thesis, but this type of frame of mind, is if you need profitability today and you get uncomfortable with dilution risk, if you looked at my other videos, you can clearly see that's not the case with me. If you can't handle volatility, this stock will test you. And again, I'm going to say it again, they're still unprofitable. Growth must convert into margins, and high expectations are already priced in with forward guidance, and there's execution risk with a complex industry for a company like SEALSQ LAES. If all of that bothers you, again, maybe you're not the type of person that invests into growth stocks like this with lots of risk and lots of potential. Maybe ETFs and going safe for you is the way for you to go. But again, if you are interested in investing in a company like this, then take into consideration everything I said with the bull thesis and the bull scenario. Now, I just want you guys to understand that this isn't just about LAES. This is about how you handle speculative growth stocks. Because again, when you hear all the pros and the bulls talk about the runway, the 425 million runway, the pipeline they got, forward guidance, blah, 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 all that type of stuff, guys. What really matters is how you're able to handle the pressure and how you're able to handle your emotions in a volatile company like this. Because you can have all the reasons to invest in a stock. You could be dollar cost averaging, you could be investing in on the dips, you could be doing everything right. But if you're the type of person that panics on volatility, that'll kill you a hell of a lot more than not having, that will kill you a hell of a lot more than if you just invest into ETFs and just set it and forget it. Because panic selling is not the way to go. Because as Warren Buffett says, the number one goal is to not lose money. And if you're the type of person that panic sells, then you're going to be losing money in the long run. Now, I do want to also reiterate, LAES has the cash, it has the growth, it has the story, but you need to decide if it has the execution. That's something for you guys to decide. So what I do want to let you all know is if you want breakdowns that don't just hype stocks, but actually help you think like an investor, subscribe for more. Also, feel free to join my free community in Prophecy AI. If you go over here to prophecyapp.com, you can feel more than free to be able to come to my InvestQ community. We got a few people that have messaged already, and we got a few people that I already have posted my introduction video here. So feel free to join, feel free to check out the community, and feel free to even look at the other communities as well. We got InvestQ Stockmates, and then also feel free that while you're doing that, you go into Prophecy AI itself, and you check up all the stocks. It gives you all the right fundamental and technical analysis that you would need for any beginner traders that are trying to figure out exactly how to invest, what to invest in, and the reasons you should be investing in that. So guys, thanks you all for watching. Stay safe, stay green, keep not losing money, and I'll see y'all later.